I never thought about playing with LeBron.
Yeah.
It wasn't. I didn't think that was possible.
Yeah.
First
Neither
of all,
did I was shocked when it happened.
you and me both.
Shocked.
And plus, it's my favorite person besides Cole, like to compete against. I'm not thinking about playing with him. I'm, you know, I love our matchups.
Yeah.
Exposed right there. Exposed right there. He the only one to think to join somebody that's his rival. This the same draft class. You think Kobe was gonna join Ray Allen or Marbury? Huh? What's good with y'all boys, man? Real Game Official, man. We back with another video, man. We got Dwyane Wade Unfiltered, secret meeting with the Heat, Big Three, new statue, and his legacy, man. That statue is, oh my God, by the way. But shout out to the OGs for bringing the banger podcast. I hope he speak on how Bron did him, cause that was some sucker shit, bro. What he did to Bron. So let's get into the video, bro.
Now, I don't want to jump around, but you talked about Coach Spo earlier, and then you talked about this draft class. How did you all put this big three thing together? Seriously.
And don't lie. I'm sick of everybody keep sugarcoating stuff when it comes to Bron, bro. Like, just be real. They can't. It's something we don't know. You gotta be. Because there's no way nobody has an honest bone in their body besides Charles Barkley. Players wise, we only talking about players. And even the media. The only person in the media is Mace that been real. Because Stephen A. Smith still be glazing on First Take. Talking about he number two all time. That's still glazing. He not better than Kobe or Bird.
I played on a team. I still don't know the answer. So the people at home really need to hear the answer.
Yeah, you're right.
Don't lie.
I'm sure everyone has their own version. First of all,
all right, well, tell us
no
the
better
real
version than yours.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Off that answer right there, bro. Come on, bro. You don't want to really say what happened. Bron asked him or hit him up.
The version I know was the version that my ass was almost out of here.
You weren't gonna let that happen, were you?
Man, my man was gone already. I had to. You know how you can't hear somebody going so far away. I was like, you deep. No, my man was like, I'm out of here. Yeah. But no, I wasn't gonna let that happen. If I could do anything about it, it wasn't gonna feel right. But you know how it happened, man. Conversations. It happened. LeBron, give credit to LeBron. He was at a period in his career where he started seeing. He wanted to see something different for himself, and so because of that, you know, this guy coming off. We all was in 7 years of our career at that time, so we all have done some amazing individual things. I think he had 2 MVPs at the time. I already had my finals and my MVP. I'm straight. I'm sitting back like one day the HOF called me. But it was a time where we had already won. We had already experienced what that was. And then we went through losing. We went through rebuilding. And I was tired of that. I was actually leaving Miami at that time.
Really?
I didn't think that nobody out there that we could get was going to help us get to that level. Not that they weren't good players. I just didn't think it was enough. So we had conversations.
There's levels of
Yeah, like this is free agency.
No doubt.
We are looking. We are free to go and experience like what we want. And at that time, I wanted to be a part of a team that could win. And for me, my hometown team can win. So I was like, man, I'm going back home. I'm going to Chicago. I played 7 years here. I won a championship. It's time to go to the next. And for me, that was my mentality going to free agency outside of Miami. Now, of course, Miami was still in there for me. But I got that call, man. I got that call from number 6.
Crazy thing is, I was a part of that free agency class. Probably got a few different phone calls than you got during that time as being a free agent.
I told y'all.
I got that call from Miami. Now, of course, Miami was still in there for me. But I got that call, man. I got that call from number 6.
Crazy thing.
I told y'all. Bron called him. Bron hit him up. I don't want to hear D-Wade what you just said in the beginning, talking about everybody has their own versions. No, bro, don't try to save nobody. I'm tired of y'all keep trying to save this man character. He hit you up. He joined your team because he wanted somebody to teach him how to win. And it ain't nothing wrong with that if that's what he needed to do, but he don't want to admit that though.
I was a part of that free agency class. Probably got a few different phone calls than you got during that time as being a free agent.
Oh, you was a part of that free agent class? Damn, my bad, Mike.
But no, but
He was out there dangling.
what I'm saying though is like I remember watching because when you're a part of those when you're a part of that free agency, you're watching what's happening.
You watching the dominoes?
I have great self-awareness.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know until certain names are coming off this board, my phone is gonna be, you know what I mean? So
Right, it's gonna be quiet.
So I heard the Chicago thing, and the funny thing is I heard the Chicago thing with you and LeBron.
Yeah, it was a lot of scenarios. It was a lot of different scenarios.
Hold on. I want to hear this. How close were we to being in Chicago or somewhere else?
It was a part of the conversation because I think what people don't remember is when we went into that summer, every team did what they needed to do to get 2 star players.
Yeah.
That's when all you guys were taking all those trips, and everybody was going to visit like these different teams.
Yeah,
I
these
think
different
New
teams.
York and
The Brooklyn Nets now, the New York Knicks, the Chicago Bulls, the Clippers, like all these teams that everybody had, that Chris had, that I had, that Amari had, that Bron had, they all had a chance to get 2 star players.
Yes.
So Chicago looking like, hey, all right, now what? Now I don't know the truth of the conversation, what I'm not privy to.
Mm-hmm.
But in my mind, I was like, if I'm going to go to Chicago, it can't be me and Bron. I got to beat Bron there. They're going to take him before they take me. Yeah. But it could be me and Chris, or it could be me and a Boozer, or whatever it is, right? It couldn't, because I never thought about playing with LeBron.
Yeah.
It wasn't. I didn't think that was possible, first
Neither
of
did
all.
I was shocked when it happened.
You and me both.
Shocked.
And plus, it's my favorite person besides Cole, like to compete against. I'm not thinking about playing with him. I'm I love our matchups.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Exposed right there. Exposed right there. He the only one to think to join somebody that's his rival. This the same draft class. You think Kobe was gonna join Ray Allen or Marbury? Huh? Let's be real, bro. Let's be real. Let's start being real. Let's normalize telling the truth.
And
I'm begging y'all.
I got a call.
Wow.
And the call was, Bron was on the call, I was on the call, our agents was on the call, and it was explained to us on that call that the Miami Heat quietly did enough so they can get 3 star players. Wow. And that's when the game changed.
Pat Riley, I'm telling you, him and Andy.
And Pat.
Oh my God.
And it was quiet. It was no ESPN, no reports, no breaking
Everybody
news.
else was talking about it.
Everybody was talking about that. The Heat was quiet. And so I was thinking 2 players go to a team. When they hit us with that, I was like, so you get that little quietness on the phone with Bron. I'm like, oh, okay. So what you want to do? And so we went from that to like, let's get in person. Let's have a conversation. We had already knew the other player, if it was 3 who we would like to play with. His name was Christopher Bosch. Chris was represented by the same agent, Henry Thomas, at the time. And so we just kind of like Chris know, like, hey, we having this.
I mean, if a nigga coming to if a nigga that's a superstar and arguably better than me want to come to my team, who gonna say no? Like, who, unless, like, if we being real, it's really helped Dwyane Wade's legacy because it was his team. Another man came there, and he went from 1 ring to 3 rings. But if you think about it in that perspective, like, if you say no or if you say yes, like, I mean, neither one is really bad. It's your team. It's still your team. And you're a leader. That's how I think about it. I don't think it was a situation for him to lose. Rather, he said no. Okay, people was going to respect that because he want to beat him and compete against him. If he said yeah, okay, they was gonna win chips.
Meeting, talk about some stuff. Let's talk about it. And so we had a secret meeting, secret location. It may come out in one of the documentaries somebody did. We'll talk about all that. But it was some real fire.
It was in Miami?
Nah, it was secret location.
Yeah, I was going to say, it couldn't
You
have been
said
It
down
was
here.
cool how we did. I mean, you know what? I got a production company. I may just do a movie on just like 24 hours of the Big 3. And now if I do it and show y'all how we all met up, it was fire.
That's
Killy,
crazy.
it shocked me because, like I said, I was in that same free agency
That's
class.
dope. That's dope.
And I'm sitting there and I'm on the outside looking in, and all of a sudden it's like, okay, D-Wade and CB going to Miami. I'm like, that's gonna be. So I'm actually about to sign with the Lakers.
Really?
Okay.
I was about to sign with the Lakers. It was Phil and Kobe were calling, like blah blah blah, this, that, and the third.
Okay.
And I get a call from Bron's camp and said, "What you about to do?" And I said, "What you mean?" So I was like, "You're going back to Cleveland, clearly."
Right, clearly.
And I'm
right.
like, man. So the GM of Cleveland starts calling all the time. And he goes, no, just be patient. 2 days, you'll find out. I said, oh. And he drops out like, me and UD probably the same way. There ain't gonna be no bread over there.
Listen, because I'm sitting there, once I seen that, and then I think you signed before me.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm out this bitch.
No, we had
Ain't no way.
We had a phone call because I told him when we called about you. I was like, hey man, we gotta get this number. I was like, okay, cool. He goes, but now UD's gonna be. I was like, hey, no, that's his first. I had to call. I said, that's his first. That's his hometown. And then they came up and they figured it out. I think you guys take less money.
But they needed spacing, which was a big deal. Because
No, it was. I mean, that was
you were
priority.
Yeah.
He just said it. You just said it. LeBron's first call.
Yeah, you was a priority.
Was Mike Miller.
Yeah.
Because we needed shooting.
Yeah,
Right.
we needed
We
shooting.
got me and Bron together. That is no shooting. We can make shots. It's no shooting. Chris wasn't a shooter at the time.
Yeah,
Neither. He was a
time,
mid-range.
yes.
Wild, by the way.
Right.
Which that
Wild, by the
switched
way.
like that.
Like that. That's wild, by the way. He was left elbow, right elbow jump shots in front of.
Man, I mean, he had the fundamental. Like, obviously, he had gained winners and stuff, but we didn't know he was going to take it to the place. But you were the first call. And so this is all happening. On my side, this is all happening in real time. So we already knew that we were going to, I think we signed on July 7th, and let's say LeBron was July 8th.
Yeah.
We already knew these things. Once. Well, we hoped that LeBron was going to do his thing. Like he said he was, then he went silent. So I didn't,
he went quiet?
He went quiet for about 3 days. From July 4th, I ain't hear from Bron from July 4th when we all agreed that we were going to do it on July 4th. I remember where I was at. I was in South Carolina with my wife. She was shooting a movie. I went and hid under some, like the little beach thing. I don't know why I was hiding. I went and hid under there to take the call. And that's when we decided on July 4th. But I didn't hear from Bron no more until after his decision. So I didn't know. I was like, I hope. Because it started heating up. And I'm like, man, this is tough. It's going to be tough for him to make that move. Like, I'm looking at it. I'm like, this is crazy.
Man.
And so, obviously, he ended up
Because
doing it.
You knew it was a weak move, though. But like I just said, bro, when I just paused it, okay, who going to say no to a really good player coming to your team? Your team. You knew it was a weak move, bro.
But a lot of conversations,
He ain't finna say that,
the conversation that we had as a group was more so Bron leading it, talking about what he was looking for, what he was looking to do for his career, what he wanted to do from the standpoint of what kind of coaches he wanted to be a part of, what kind of organization he wanted to be, like all the things that he needed, that he's continued to take and go off in the rest of his life and do. He knew he needed that. And Miami was the place. It was, once the conversation started about us three, it was just Miami. And so we just had a lot of conversations, man. I remember one we had about the head coach. And Spo had just became the head coach like a year or two before that, so no one knew Spo. And I remember Bron asking me in the meeting about like Rouse.
Yeah.
I was like, hell no. Hell no. Immediately. I was like, no, you don't want that. You don't want that. You don't want that. I mean, we won a championship with him, and I see you see that. We like Spo.
The man rather ride an exercise bike for an hour before the game one day.
No, we can't do that.
Exercise bike for an hour before the game. On game day.
Yeah, bro. We all love Rouse.
Well, shout out to Rouse and Andy and you guys for pulling that off, because it changed my life, killer. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Oh, no, listen, let me tell you something. Once again, two things can be true. Obviously, I was happy for the Miami Heat and the organization, but on my end, I thought I was out this. So now I'm heading down to the arena. Thank you, but no thank you. The minimum,
you're going to
once
Dallas
again, that
sometime.
ain't going to work for me. Like, I'm 28, 29.
Yeah.
I got to start cashing in right now. You know what I'm saying? Who knows how it goes? Headed down to the arena once again. Shout out Henry Thomas, our agent, man. God bless the dead. The great Henry Thomas calls me as I'm exiting off the expressway. Yeah, I'm headed in to say bye. You know, thank everybody for everything. Just chill when you get there for a second. Don't go inside. You might have something. Okay, I sit in the car. Cool. I wait in the car for 10 minutes, 15 minutes. I don't know what he got brewing over there. I know they working on something, you know what I'm saying? But I wait. Now, he called me back like 20 minutes later. All right, go in. You can go in and talk to Rouse. I think we got something worked out. So when I get in there, you know, they tell me they got what? I think it was 5 years. I think it was about 30. 5 years, 27, something
you
like
had
that.
40. Someone was offering you 40, right?
Dallas.
Yeah, Dallas was offering me 40.
Dallas.
Dallas was offering me 40 and no state tax, just like Florida. So the money would have been cool, but
Dang, imagine, bro. Like UD. I know you built different. Your career. I think you got drafted by Miami. If I'm wrong, y'all let me know. But no taxes, and y'all know Texas, they don't charge taxes like you just said. 40 million, and that year you would have won. You low-key should have went to Dallas, but I mean, it wound up paying off though, cause y'all won 2 after that first year. I just had to say that.
Nah, not the opportunity to play once again. That's my brother here. Then we got you, who was my brother in college. Then I got an opportunity to play with one of the greatest, if not the greatest, to play the game. And then Chris Bosh. Yeah. This is what you play for.
Yeah, buddy.
This is why you play. You know what I'm saying? And this is what has me up for the rest of my life. Because that man who we just talked about, Pat Riley, told us that there's winning and there's misery. Ain't no in between. And the rest of my life has been since he said that. Yeah, the rest of my life has been since he said, because I can't do the in between. And if I'm losing, I'm miserable. This is what these don't understand.
Rouse need therapy.
Yeah.
Rouse need therapy to find that in between.
Yeah. Listen.
You have to find it in between.
Yo, listen, that's how I live my life, and that's how we have lived our life.
Yeah.
It's like he said, he wanted to know who he could win with. That's why he was about to leave. It had nothing to do with the Heat. It had nothing to do with nothing. Who the can I win with? Where can I go and win a championship?
Yeah, we weren't doing it in those 2 years before Bron got here killed. I was like, nah, this ain't it.
Now we getting our asses whooped.
Okay, so you ain't have that Kobe mentality then, D-Wade. I'm going to have to keep it real. I fucked with D-Wade too. I did. I honestly did. Even before, like, Bron went to Miami, I rocked with D-Wade. But, it's differences, though. That's why it's different classes. It's different auras when in the NBA top 75, bro. That Kobe and that Jordan aura and mindset and mentality is completely different, bro. You leave because you say y'all couldn't get it done in Miami. You was going to leave Miami. So, of course, you looking at Bron when he want to come to your team like, oh, hell yeah, let's do it. The difference between y'all and Kobe and them, bro, they stayed when they was losing. They waited till players develop. You get what I'm saying? Now, Kobe, when he got a little bit older, they got Dwight and Steve Nash. But his legacy was already submitted before that. He already had 5 rings at that point. You get what I'm saying? Man.
Let me give you the other side of that call right there with UD. So I get a call from Hank. This is all happening at the same time. I get a call from Hank. Miami came match, what UD wants, he's out. I'm like, what you mean he out? He's like, he out. He right now headed to the arena. I'm like, what? So I hop on the phone with Bron and CB. We get on the phone and I say, hey, fellas, all right, we got I know we talking about Killer.
Yeah.
Cool. This don't work without number 40.
Yeah.
So this is how much money we need. I get this. Bron, and there was no hesitation. Bron was like, done. Whatever we need, because this doesn't work without 40. If UD ain't here, I told him, I said, if UD ain't here, this don't feel right for me. Because I know what we're about to do.
Yeah.
And I don't want to go.
UD played that like Draymond Green type role. Like he was a leader too. He was an enforcer. He ain't going for nothing.
See my brother in Dallas, and we about to go do this, and my brother out there.
His ass.
Yeah, I don't want to get him on one of them ISOs and bust his ass. So
there'll be some bad decisions made out there. It's a bad decision.
Hey, man,
we want to get him on one of them ISOs.
Don't take it personal. Just take it with you.
Get this step back. And you got to be good on that one. Get these other 20 step back.
Here we go. Listen, I would have definitely flagrant filed your ass. Definitely flagrant filed.
So it wouldn't work. It just, and they knew it. I knew it. Everyone knew it. It just didn't feel right. But obviously, money is money. Everybody, the Heat only had what they had because they had 3 guys who took up most of the money. But at that point, bro, it was bigger than basketball. It was more so like understanding what we was about to embark on and understand who helped build this. And I ain't talking about like the Zoes and the Tim Hardaways and them who did it before us. Yeah. But in our era, we did it. Yeah. And so what we're about to go down, there's no way that this works without my brother coming back. And so to their credit, they both gave back the money that we can get to even get him close enough to where he feel comfortable to stay, because he still has a family to feed.
No doubt.
And that 40 looked good over there. He already had a ring. He could have been like, nah, I see y'all in the summer.
Well, I'm glad it Worked out.
Yeah, I'm glad it
Nah,
worked
man.
out.
At the end of the day, bro, I had to get them their money's worth. You know what I'm saying? Like they got a family to feed too. So
Yeah.
Chris, him, you, that's different. But Chris and Bron, they didn't know me from a can of paint.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They just see the motherfucker who spit fire and talk on the basketball court. They don't know me as a person. So to give up money, I had to give them their money's worth, man. And I was just, what's understood ain't had to be explained.
But
You know
they
what I mean?
understood that they listen. I love Bron, I love Chris. I even love myself. We ain't the first one jumping in that battle, that fight. We also understood what we needed.
Yeah. When
We need you, D.
Hey, coach, when you saw the juice in the elevator.
Hey, listen, I don't know what y'all think. And we come to Miami. You about to be wearing all that jewelry, driving these cars. We need you, D. I don't know.
Hey, listen.
None of this works without you, D. I don't know if y'all know that.
Hey, one thing about it, two things for sure, man. I always took it personal when it came to taking care of those boys when it came on the basketball court. I felt like that was part of my job. I didn't give a fuck about taking a foul or a fine. We need these healthy. We need these to play. I never understood how when he got mad, he played better.
That was
Some
wild.
Bruce Lee Zen,
I know.
be water, whatever that is Bruce Lee say.
Be
'Cause
water.
when I get mad, it's all hell break loose, bro.
All hell break loose.
I can't focus. I can't concentrate.
you really
It's going to be
can't.
days.
Yeah.
Yeah, you really
This is
can't.
what
We skip to that. Not
Pull
one.
that up.
Not two.
I ain't there yet. Well, let's talk about this though for a second. Now we know how we get that happened. For the people at home, they have no idea. That was a madhouse when that got put together.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm coming
was
from a
crazy.
team where you lace your shoes up in October and you don't think you have a chance of winning.
I
To
don't
go
think-
into playing our first preseason game and there's 3,000 people outside our hotel room.
I don't think we understood. I don't think we understood what we were signing up for. I don't think we
And
understood.
then y'all had that parade party, won
Yeah, I don't
7,
think we
9, 13
understood.
championships.
First of all, can we
That was y'all with that. We gonna win 9, 10.
wait,
We gonna win 9,
27.
10, 12, 39 championships. We gonna
All
win
right.
them all. We gonna win
So,
everything.
all right,
39,
let's break
49,
that
50.
down. It was-
49, 55.
let's run that tape.
Yeah,
Who was it again?
No, we'll pull that tape
I
up.
don't
Pull
know
that tape up. It's
was.
one voice.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Who was
And
it?
look at the one in the
Exactly.
middle laughing like, ooh.
Oh. But
The one who
anyway,
already had knee surgeries. I was like, ooh.
Do, do, do,
Seven.
do, do.
not one.
The
not
young boy
13.
over here was talking. I was like, ooh, yeah, okay.
I was like,
Hey.
oh.
And again, and we're gonna pull that video up.
Pull that
and
video
say
up and
we
see
are-
what said. But
when they said
I mean, we
got
believe it
9
too.
championships
We
in a
gonna-
row,
I mean,
not one.
yeah,
not
we
two,
did believe it. We
not
didn't know what that
3,
was coming
He
with.
not
said
8.
9-4, 9-5. We stopped at 5.
He just stopped at 5.
He stopped.
And it ain't happen. Y'all ain't get that done. Man, we gonna end the video off right there, man. But shout out to UD, D Wade, Mike Miller. Shout out to them, man. At the end of the day, man, I respected that game when they was playing. Real shit. But shout out to the OGs as well, like the podcast. Y'all got this was a good video, good podcast. Good topic too. So shout out to them. Y'all keep grinding. Love to see my people winning. But yeah, I don't. People sugarcoating it too much, bro. Like I feel like it was just. I mean, he said it himself. That was Bron's idea. So it was like, come on, bro. You just wanted to cheat the game. That's all it is. You cheated the game. To the next video, I'm out though, y'all.